Previously on Comics and Stuff.
We're not there yet, guys, but we're getting there. I could feel it. Soon, Wolverine. Soon.
Please, let this be the one.
What's up, guys? My name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and if you've been following this channel for a while, then you know that we are on the hunt to find a vehicle for Wolverine. And this hunt has taken us through quite a journey. I mean, we've gone through the brass car, we've gone through the Bentley from Rostar, we've gone through the Jeep Cherokee from Bruder, and we've even gone through a jet, the Click and Play jet. And all of them, out of every vehicle we went through, none of them was the one for Wolverine. And that got me thinking, they all share something in common. They're all made out of plastic. Why am I giving something made out of plastic to a man whose bones are literally covered with adamantium, the strongest metal on Earth? So, for this video, we are now entering into the world of Diecast. And I saw this at eBay for $68 with 5 minutes left on auction, and I swooped in there like an eagle, like a straight up hawk, and picked it up for $73. So I'm quite happy, quite proud with the price that I got it for. So before we head into the vehicle itself and everything, because I'm actually pretty anxious to get into it and try to figure it out, let's head into the package. Over here on the left hand corner, we got Chevrolet Corvette Hardtop 1958, brought to you by Solido. In the middle, Chevrolet Corvette emblem. As we go to the side, it shows a picture of the vehicle, which is in blue and white. So I think that's cool because it's a different color than the vehicles that I got so far. And as you can see, they say that this is the actual length, 14 7/8 inches. So let's get a quick sneak peek. Guys, I mean, this is a big box. I got you back as far as possible, so you still can't see the whole thing. But trust me, Wolverine's feet are right where the bottom tires are at. And this is giving me high hopes. It is giving me high hopes. On the other side, guys, it's the same thing, same picture and everything. I'll tell you this much. This is by far the heaviest out of the vehicles that I've gone through so far, and it makes sense because it's made out of metal. On the side right here, it shows some of the features that this car has. Like, you could turn the tires, the trunk opens, the hood opens, the doors open. It is a hardtop convertible, so you could take that out. All right, I'm not gonna lift it up. It's a workout, guys, for real. All right, Chevrolet Corvette Hardtop 1958, 1/12 scale, die-cast metal. Now, just because it says it's 1/12 scale, does not mean it's gonna fit our figures beautifully. I mean, we learned that already with the Rostar Bentley. But now that we went through the package, let's open it up and see indeed if this is the one for Wolverine. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you here what the car looks like displayed on the display stand, as well as show you a sneak peek of how Wolverine looks like right next to it. Now, the display stand, it's nothing to write home about. It's pretty basic. I mean, this is just a sticker. It does have a chrome outline surrounding it though, so that's pretty cool. And if you see at the bottom, the car does seem to be attached by 4 screws. So I'm just gonna get past those screws, remove this tape, and hopefully by the time I come back, the car will be ready. All right, guys, and here is the Chevrolet Corvette separated from its display stand. Now, I wanted to mention something else, guys. It wasn't just 4 screws. I mean, there was another part you had to go through. So it's 8 screws in total. Now, let's get into this beauty right here because, I mean, look at it. It shines. There's chrome all over. But before, I'm getting a little too excited. I'm already going into the details. Before we actually do go into the details, let's head into the measurements. Now in the box, it said that it was 14.78. Let's measure it up right here. It's more like 14.5. So yeah, they added an extra quarter right there. Before we close it up, I forgot all about the height and width. Height wise though, it's at 4.5. So that's a little surprising. And it's still heavy, even without the base, guys, by the way. Width wise, it's about 6.25, more or less. Yeah, like 6.25, more or less, guys. So that's that. Now that we have it front like this, I do want to show you more about this chrome. And I want to start getting into the features like this open hood. Now you got to press down on the front in order to open it, like so. And once you do open it, hold on. Once you do open it, there is a little stand for the hood. So you can start taking pictures with your figures, you know, working like if they're a mechanic, which is pretty cool. I also want to show you the motor in here. As you can see, there is a radiator with a fan and everything, wires. The radiator doesn't work. It doesn't spin or anything like that, in case you're wondering. Hoses. It looks like an engine, guys. So that's super cool. And as you heard, there is a loud sound once you close it because it's made out of metal. All right, these windshield wipers, they are movable, but they do seem very fragile, so I wouldn't suggest playing with it too much. The doors do open. I wanted to point out, guys, that there's only one mirror on this side, no mirror on the passenger side. It doesn't look like there ever was a mirror, so I'm guessing the car was just like that. But speaking about the mirrors that are on it are actual mirrors. At least I think it is. That one on the visor, in the dashboard too, is not a reflective piece of paper, so that's cool. I also wanted to show these doors that open like so. The steering wheel do move the actual wheels, and the wheels are made out of a rubber. It's not the best material, but it's made out of rubber, so you can't go wrong with that. When we go to the bottom, this is by far, guys, the best sculpt underneath the car that we've gone through so far. So that looks cool. That looks very, very good. The trunk, hold on, let's put it right here. The trunk does open. Now it's not big enough to put a body in it, but it's big enough to put some accessories like this Sergeant Slaughter baton right here. You know, you can fit stuff in, basically. So that looks good. Let's head into the interior because, yeah, the upholstery has a feel. I'm thinking that's made out of suede. So it's a blue suede right here. The seats themselves are made out of like a leather or something that's close to it. Now, it doesn't have any padding or anything like that, but it does have some kind of give. So that's really cool. The doors got nice paneling. You also got I forgot what those called, but you know, to bring up the windows. It doesn't have windows though, but it got these windshield visors right here. Let me see. Yeah, that work. Now this one seems to be a little stuck, and I don't want to try to pry it loose because it seems that the things that are holding it together might be a little fragile, so I don't even want to play around with that. There is a gear shift, and you saw how the steering wheel could move the wheels, so altogether I'm happy. I'm happy with this vehicle. I'm gonna try to zoom in, but Yeah, there's an odometer and everything like that. All right. All right. This is very good. I'm excited now that I got into it. I mean, did we go through everything? We went through the wheels. We went through the paint job, right? How nice it looks. Oh, I'll show that later with the figure comparisons, but the hardtop is there, guys. You know what? Let's just take it out right now and put it on. Sorry guys, I totally forgot. I totally forgot about the cover in my excitement. All right. There is a hole to put this, it looks like, right in there. And ain't she a beaut? Ain't she a beaut? This looks nice, and I can't wait to see how figures actually fit inside, and to see if some figures could actually have this hardtop with them, because there is something that worries me, and that's the size of the steering wheel. It's a little close to the seat, so I don't know what figures can fit, but we'll get into that with the figure comparisons. All right, and here is today's lineup for the Chevrolet Corvette. Now, we do got a couple of mainstays already that have been on this trip with us before. Starting from left to right, we're going to go with Puck. On top of the hood right there is Lady J. Of course, the man of the hour in the middle right here. Live for you in person is Wolverine. On top of the trunk right there is the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. And bookending them all is Snake Eyes. Now, I did go with this assortment because they tend to run on the smaller side, especially Puck. Like I said before, the steering wheel is a little close to the seat, so that hinders what figures could fit in. But I'd rather just show you rather than tell you. So with that being said, let's head into the comparisons. All right, first up is Puck. Now guys, I wanted to point out a few things though before we actually put him inside the vehicle. Is first that the car did come with an antenna. I put it on there so that you guys could take a look on how that looks. But there's also this nice material imitating leather at the bottom of the hardtop. Just adds to the cool factor for me. All right, now Puck. He looks good in front of the vehicle. But if you remember in the Bentley video, he looked good in front of the Bentley too. The problem was him once he's inside. He wasn't able to reach the steering wheel. But with this being a little closer, he probably has a better chance looking good in it. I'm going to remove the antenna. You know what? Let's put the antenna away. Now guys, there we go. This will be the only figure that I show actually going inside the vehicle, because most of them you gotta finagle with it and everything like that. So I just want to save time on the video, so I'm gonna edit that stuff out. But Puck should be fairly easy. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. He actually does reach the steering wheel. Hold up. You know, you gotta mess around with it, guys. I'm not gonna... Alright. Just to show a little bit. Alright. Perfect now. Perfect. There we go. Looks pretty good. But let's see how he looks like with the hardtop. Obviously, the hardtop is pretty much not a problem with him. Looking nice. I think we found the perfect vehicle for Puck. So, yeah, Puck is a pass. Now that we went through him though, let's head into the next figure. Alright, next figure up is Lady J. And as you could see, she sizes up pretty nicely. And here is Lady J inside of the vehicle. Now she could grab the steering wheel and everything like that. You know, you gotta finagle it. But I wanted to show you guys that she kinda almost like, you gotta like, yeah, but not really. let's try it off without the hat. Let's try. But it'll look funny. It'll just look funny without the hat. So let's see if that helps any. Dang it. Helps a little more, but it's still not fully down. But it's pretty close. If you guys want to see how that looks. Yeah, it's not fully close. You know why? With Lady J, I suggest it's a fail. Not really, because she still looks fudgeable like this without the hardtop. I mean, super fudgeable. Like, it looks like it. Yeah, that's not a bad look at all. But unfortunately, she doesn't fit with the hardtop. Let's go on to the next figure. And finally, the man, the myth, the legend, Wolverine, looking great in front of this vehicle. Now, before seating him in, I do want to show you guys how I pre-pose them before putting them inside the vehicle. So I just go like this. I give them a little bit of wide stance so that the steering wheel goes in between the legs. It doesn't interfere too much. And I try to go in with this leg first because I don't want to interfere with that gear shift. But let's see how Wolverine now looks inside of the vehicle. I mean, come on. I'm like, what the heck? This is actually the car that I think best fits so far that we've gone through. Now, it looks great. The hardtop, though, does not fit on Wolverine because of these cowls. But if the cowl ears weren't there, there's no doubt in my mind his head would have been in the clear. As you guys could see, he reaches to the steering wheel quite well, reaches for the gear shift also. This, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think, guys. You guys let me know down below what you think about how Wolverine looks like inside of this vehicle. Alright, and up next is the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Now, with all the characters that we've gone through before, Ben Reilly does not look any worse. I mean, he looks just fine. Now that we saw him standing in front of the vehicle, let's see how he looks like inside of it. Alright, and here is Ben Reilly inside the vehicle. Now, guys, I don't think it's a bad look, but he is just a tad above the windshield. So if you guys want to see how he looks inside, I mean, he's able to grab the steering wheel, able to grab the gear. So not bad, but like I said, head stands a little high, but it's totally fudgeable in my opinion. Let's go a little smaller with Snake Eyes and see how that turns out. Alright, and here is Snake Eyes in front of the Chevrolet Corvette. And of course, guys, it still looks great. Let's see how he looks like inside of the car. Guys, he's easy to fidget inside and everything, but I think, yeah, you see, his legs are just a little too beefy. That doesn't make the door close all the way. I mean, you could force it. I mean, put something a little in there to stick the door with the car, but I think this one's actually fudgeable, more fudgeable so than the Spider-Man. So yeah, this was pretty good. But now that the comparisons are done, I know what you're thinking. Ron, you did it. Ron, you found the one for Wolverine. And yeah, this vehicle looks great for him, but it's not the vehicle that's best for him. This is the type of vehicle that someone takes another person out on a date with. And we all know that Wolverine is a loner. And for that reason, I just can't see this as being his main vehicle. Wolverine has had a tough year, as I'm sure some of you have. Some of you may have felt the sting of a friend's betrayal. Some of you are going through such heavy financial burden. And some of you have lost someone that you loved. You may think that life is out to get you, that this whole world is your enemy. But I just want to tell you, yes, you. I'm not your enemy. I will always only care for you. It doesn't matter the years that pass by. It doesn't matter the distance that's between us. I will always only care for you. With every night comes a dawn, my friend. So yeah, Wolverine had a rough year. but he's looking at this coming year optimistically. So don't worry about him. He heals fast. And we all have a little Wolverine inside of us. My name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and I'll check you guys on the next episode. Peace.